This is What You Missed, June 6th through the 12th. I'm Ryan Wingfield, a poor man's Jeff Bezos. In that I look like him, but I'm very poor. In a surprise upset, voters in France have rejected the far-right government in their national election. It all started 2 weeks ago when the far-right party took the lead in the first round of voting. After that happened, centrist and leftist parties teamed up and willingly pulled out of competitive races to ensure that the far-right lost. On behalf of the rest of the world, could you please explain that concept to America? Numerous world leaders met in Washington, D.C. this week to commemorate the 75th anniversary of NATO. The three-day summit primarily focused on the future of Ukraine, particularly if it will have one after November's U.S. election. President Joe Biden's political campaign is in full damage control as more and more top Democrats are calling on him to pull out of the election over health concerns. Even Hollywood actor George Clooney has called for Biden to step aside, or as they say in Hollywood, be recast. In response, Biden has been holding press conferences and giving speeches to show off how much he can still do his job. His new campaign message is basically a reverse lethal weapon. Biden 2024, I'm not too old for this shit. Meanwhile, Donald Trump's message is from Lethal Weapon 2, diplomatic immunity. That's right, Donald Trump was supposed to be sentenced this week for his 34 felony convictions, but instead has asked a judge to dismiss all of them on the grounds that some evidence submitted during his trial is protected from prosecution following a controversial Supreme Court decision. Apparently, cheating on your wife counts as an official presidential act as long as you refer to it as polling a potential voter. A serial sperm donor who is featured in a Netflix documentary called The Man with 1,000 Kids is planning to sue the company for slander, claiming that he only has about 550 kids. I mean, if people thought he had 1,000 kids, they might confuse him with Nick Cannon. Seriously though, good luck with that suit. You're going to need the money because, buddy, you've got a lot of child support headed your way. Italian authorities have seized over $1 million worth of fake olive oil. The oil was in fact seed oil that was being marketed as extra virgin olive oil. And as we all know, once you've had seed, you can't call yourself virgin. Oregon police uncovered over $200,000 worth of Lego sets in a theft ring bust. I know that sounds like a lot, but anyone who has bought Lego sets knows that's only like a dozen Hogwarts castles, maybe 2 Death Stars. Lego sets are crazy expensive, you guys. A study has found many tampons sold in the United States and Europe contain toxic chemicals such as lead and arsenic. Researchers say there is little risk to women who use the products, but there is a big risk for men who ask women if they are currently using them. The most expensive wedding ever is going to happen this weekend. The son of India's richest man is finally getting married after a 7-month-long engagement celebration. The wealthy couple has been holding pre-wedding celebrations around the world all year long with private shows from Katy Perry, Justin Bieber, and the Backstreet Boys. No word on who is scheduled to perform at the actual wedding on Sunday, although one would hope it's the groom. And finally, a man was caught trying to smuggle over 100 snakes into China by stuffing them down his pants. Sadly, in a confirmation of Asian stereotypes, not a single one of the snakes was a python. I'll be back next week with a look at the Republican National Convention. See you then.